Oh, right. Collective shout. We talked about this before. We talked about this, and these people, and I'll say it again, these people who are working at this place and are, I guess they're a grassroots, conservative Christian and campaign movement against the objectification of women and sexualizations of girls in media, advertising, and popular culture. Of course, they are protected. Their account is locked. You cannot see anything. I believe I have been blocked by numerous women who work at these places, and all of these crazy people are middle-aged Karens that have nothing fucking better to do with their lives than to ruin people's good times. And remember, I made a video. About what's it called again? No Mercy, 2-3 months ago now, and it was one of my most popped off video. And these pieces of shit basically took, I guess you say, they took credit for that game being removed on Steam. Now, granted, Steam or Valve did not remove it themselves, and the company removed it themselves is because they've been getting a lot of death threats and the other stuff. And I guarantee you, these people at Collective Shout are gleefully laughing their way to, I don't know, a fucking Sunday brunch, Sunday book club. Like I said, this company or this, I guess this group of people are not woke people, is because they do have family and they do have kids, and they're doing this as a disguise for trying to save, I guess, women being objectified and sexualized, right? But the crazy thing is that this Collective Shout organization, they said that the movie's Cuties is actually a good movie and they support Cuties. On top of that, they are trying, they're not just trying, I reacted to the Madam Savvy thing. They're not just trying to remove hot characters from video games, sexualization of girls and women in video games, but also the objectification of women in video games, movies, TV shows, anime, Walmart, Target, Victoria's Secret, lip gloss, foundation, perfume, anything that these people deem that are too sexual and too objectifying is a bad thing, and they will go out of their way to get it removed. And they do actually, these people are the worst people in the world. And the thing is that if their voices are not heard, they will go above and beyond to ruin your life. This is actually considered the woke Karen organization. This is a collective group of Karens trying to ask for the manager. This is their statement that they dropped, I believe, either yesterday or today, and I will read it. Steam campaign online. Steam campaign timeline, my bad. In response to false claims and misinformation about our campaign, we're setting the record straight. Some have asked why we involved payment processors, and others have claimed we are responsible for itch.io for removing all of their not safe for work content. I believe there are some games that have been de-indexed and removed because of this godforsaken company and organization. And look at the bold text right over here. We raised our objection to rape and incest games on Steam for months, and they ignored us for months. And I will say it again. This is a huge based move from Valve and Steam. These people are fucking these ladies are fucking crazy, but the fact that Steam and Valve said no, that is a big W. But the thing is, it didn't stop them. They said, "Oh yeah, Steam and Valve, let me talk to your manager." And they followed up with, "We approached payment processors because Steam did not respond to us." And they basically did. "Let me speak to your manager." And they went all the way to the payment processors, basically telling them, "Hey, do you guys support this? Do you guys support that?" and when I say this or that, is do you guys support a platform that sells this type of content, right? These mature content, these adult content. And of course, by the looks of it and optics, it looks really bad. So PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard basically said, yeah, we're gonna remove, if you guys don't remove all of these games from your Steam store, from itch.io, we are going to debank you. And that's exactly what they did. And itch.io removed all of their, or de-indexed most, or if not all of their not safe for work, and Steam removed hundreds of adult games from their I guess it's the store. We called on itch.io to remove rape and incest games that we argued normalized violence and abuse of women. Itch.io made the decision to remove all not safe for work content. Our objections were to content that involves sexualized violence and torture of women. But the thing is that this is a Trojan horse. This is a Trojan horse is because all they do is, hey, we're starting with this. The objectification of women and girls, and sexualization of women and girls, and rape and incest. You guys don't want any of that, right? Trojan horse. All right, come on in. Come on down, right? And once they get in there and it's already been infested, they come out and said everything is bad. Everything is bad. Everything is awful. And the thing is that this is happening in the UK, and it's going on. It's been going on for a while now. And there's a reason why. I'm going to move my ugly face down right over here. There's a reason why there is a surge in VPNs in UK because of the Online Safety Act. What's making matters worse is that UK is cracking down on VPNs. UK is basically starting to remove VPN browsers. Brave browser comes pre-installed with a VPN. Are they going to ban VPNs universally? Are they going to ban NordVPN? You know, like all of these other VPN applications or websites? I don't know. But the thing is that that's already happening there, and it's going to happen here. They're trying to make this a global phenomenon. They're going Mr. Worldwide Pitbull, right? They're basically going like they're trying to get everything removed, which is absolutely insane, is because they are going after everything. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is off limits. They are going after every single thing. And this is the reason why it's very bad. And a lot of people are saying that we should reach out to the government to have them stop this, right? But the thing is that we have the Kids Online Safety Act here that's backed by Republicans and Democrats, and I believe it was approved by Joe Biden. So I believe it was back in 2021 or 22 or 23. I forgot one of those years. But when Biden was still in power, I believe the KOSA was put out, and I believe they're basically trying to come online and ban everything that they deem that is not appropriate for kids, right? But what happens next? Who dictates all of these kinds of, I guess you would say, sexualization? Who is the arbiter of truth, right? Who is the morale police? It's going to be Collective Shout. It's because they already took credit for removing a lot of games, a lot of stuff, and these are the same people that actually went after GTA 5. They went after Anime. They went after Annie, the Grok companion. They even went after the stuff that has to do with men. I believe there was a guy who's trying to sell like weed or something like that, and it's like, I forgot, could have been perfume or cologne that's like he has his crotch covered. He's like, why do you have to show this guy? So men aren't off the table. They actually would go after them too. Another thing that the Madam Savvy thing brought up when we reacted to it last week was there was a bakery in some town somewhere that says we have the best buns in town, and they legitimately went after that. They went after a sign. There was no sexualization of women, children, and it's just a play on words. It's a play on word, and they went after that. It's because buns could be a double entendre. Are they talking about ass and boobs and butt or derriere? Are they talking about bread? I don't know, but we have to remove that. And that is the part that's scariest, because they are the one who will be the dictators of what is okay and what is not okay. And the fact that they have already came together and they were able to delist a bunch of games on Steam, removed a lot of the not safe for work stuff from itch.io. This is a very, very bad precedent. And the thing is it's not just video games. And I'll say it again. Video games, movies, TV shows, advertisements, commercials, anime, manga, anything and everything under the sun, they will go after it. Unless you are wearing some kind of multicolored robe, or if you're wearing a burqa or something like that, right? But for some reason, let's say if your hijab or your burqa is showing too much nose, maybe you're showing too much bridge, and they're like, oh, horny men will be like, ooh, and that's a type of bridge I want to cross, right? Or if you're showing too much ankle bone, oh shit, that ankle bone is giving me a boner. So all of a sudden, now every woman and every man needs to be completely covered. And that's the reason why we need to collectively, no pun intended, come together and complain about this. We did it with Sweet Baby. This we can do of this thing too. All right. If this can happen in UK, if this can happen in Australia, and you think that it's not gonna happen here, you're out of your goddamn mind. Okay. There are a lot of crazy people in power, people that are in politics that will support this, right? Let's say if you have a super conservative group that does not they think that the video games are bad. They think that anime is the work of the devil, right? Like someone like Matt Walsh, right? Anime is bad, manga is bad, video games are bad, and those are the people that are part of the satanic panic. They will be like, oh, you're trying to protect kids. All right, collective shout. Let me donate a shit ton of money to your cause and your organization. And that's how it starts. Once the government funds this, because they're gonna pitch this shit to fucking Dan Crenshaw. They're gonna pitch this shit to fucking Michael Knowles or some shit like that, or Matt Walsh, or someone that's has a loud and big platform that's on the right. They will say, yeah, let's go. And here's hundreds of millions of dollars towards your cause. And then entertainment will cease to exist. There will be no more entertainment ever in the future, unless you're looking at even Hallmark movies, right? But the thing is that sometimes some of those girls have big ass titties. Even a dress or a jacket won't be able to cover. And how about if I get a boner watching those, right? Well, you have to come out and ban that now, is because what's okay back then is not okay now, and they will update their terms of service and whatever they think that's bad, and they will change the definition to whatever suits their needs. We need to come together and make sure that these people are shamed to no end, right? These people need to be shamed. And whenever we hear collective shout, whenever we hear Sweet Baby Inc., whenever we hear the word woke, DEIESG, we need to shame them into oblivion. We can't stop. We have to show that, we are letting people know that we don't like this. And if you go forward this way, we are not going to indulge with any of your stuff. However, the only way that we can legit combat this is if someone in the position of power agrees with us that this censorship is overreaching. Someone like Dan Bongino, I believe, someone said that he has his own payment processing, and we also talk about someone like Elon Musk. But the thing is, you guys know who what's it called again? There is a representative, and I talked about it earlier. Let me actually go ahead and bring it up. Let me see if I can find it, because no, that's someone else. I hold on. That's not it. That's not it. Where is it? Okay, I right here. Here it is. Jim Jordan. Okay, Jim Jordan is one of our representatives in Capitol Hill. I'm gonna move my head down right over here. He says that UK regulators have threatened American companies with censorship. Okay, you think that this is just gonna happen in the UK? No, they're going after Rumble. They are legit going after Rumble, and here's a full thread of it, right? For more than a year, Judiciary GOP have been warning that UK and European tech regulators are trying to censor US speech. First, we took top EU censors Terry Breton when he tried to silence President Trump during the 2024 campaign. He resigned a month later. But that was only the tip of the iceberg. Beginning of February, we subpoenaed 9 tech companies for their communications and foreign censors around the world. Now, when foreign censors pressure companies to take down U.S. speech, Judiciary GOP will know. Subpoena documents produced the committee offer new evidence that this is happening. The Online Safety Act is the UK's online censorship law, and they already have this. And they're having this for the kids, right? So they have the KOSA. And the KOSA is for kids, right? Something on YouTube or something like that. But this is bigger than that, right? This is a big thing that's happening. It allows the British government to dictate how social media companies must censor so-called disinformation, misinformation, and hate speech. Now, Ofcom, the UK's media regulator, is targeting companies including Rumble Video and Reddit. Now, non-public emails obtained by the committee reveal Ofcom's subtle regulatory threats to Rumble, even though the UK is not a target market for Rumble. Ofcom, would you like to meet again? Rumble, no, we have very few UK users and aren't targeting the UK market. Ofcom, are you sure you don't want to meet? Rumble says yes. Ofcom, wrong choice. We'll be watching you. We have subpoena power and aren't afraid to use it. That's right. UK authorities want to supervise a non-UK tech company that does not have a significant number of online users in UK and is not targeting the UK market. So why is UK regulator harassing companies about UK censorship law that is supposed to apply to only UK? Rumble held the line for now, arguing that this is not within scope of OSA, but UK authorities are still watching the platform. Shortly after Rumble declined to meet, Ofcom menacingly warned Rumble that it will be monitoring them carefully. So here's the thing. They are going after us. And we need to fight back, okay? The fact that it went all the way up to Jim Jordan, this is a big deal. In the same email, it strongly encouraged Rumble to take censorship steps required by the OSA. Rumble is not the only company that has faced regulatory harassment in the UK. New documents produced to the committee under subpoena also show that Ofcom began supervision of Reddit in December of 2023. In Reddit's case, Ofcom said that the supervisory relationship would help embed British standards. So they're basically trying to push their fucking way of living into our way of living. Bitch, you guys lost the fucking American Revolution, all right? And they are still fucking salty. Oh man, we can't have those Americans get away. They can't get away with this. We have to censor them from our homeland, which is fucking retarded. In many cases, those British standards run counter to fundamental American free speech practices. This summer, the UK's Information Commissioner described a clash of cultures between UK and American tech platforms. He even singled out Reddit, claiming that its free speech friendly policies do not align with the expectations of British lawmakers. It's no surprise British officials have long been hostile to the online speech rights of Americans. Just last year, London's top cop threatened to arrest Americans for online posts they made in America. So remember, I believe Germany tried to do this. And if you are like a German citizen and you make something, I don't know, you make a meme online, and once you land in Germany, they can arrest you if they wanted to, which is fucking wild. The committee continues to investigate foreign threats to American free speech and to act on them. Tech platforms continue to produce their communications with foreign government censors on an ongoing basis to committee under subpoena. And earlier this year, committee passed the No Censors on Our Shores Act, which would bar foreign censors from coming to the United States. As long as foreign legislators, judges, and regulators continue their attempts to silence U.S. citizens, we will not stop fighting back. And this is scary. And this all ties into Collective Shout, NCOS, everything. This is all fucking related. Okay. So that's the reason why I'm talking about this. This is getting a lot bigger than I initially thought it was. Is because I thought this is all about protecting little kids, right? Protecting the sexualization of women and stuff like that. No, it goes up far above that. It's because if these people can debank, they basically debanked what's it called again? Michael Knowles on X, right? And I'm not sure if that's still a thing, but I remember last week he was debanked. Stripe wasn't giving him his X money, but that doesn't really matter because it's more about the principle versus the money. But if they can do it to us, they will. These people will 100% censor everything and anything they can, which is fucking crazy. And we need to make sure that these people basically get I guess you would say shamed to no end. Like, don't harass them or anything like that, but like voice your concerns on the internet and let people know, talk to your representatives and let them know that you don't want these middle-aged woke Karens to ruin your entertainment, the way you live, just because they don't agree with it, right? And these people are from, I believe they're from Australia. They're not even from here. This is fucking crazy. But the thing is that there are a lot of people that agree with them, and that's how they are getting their backing. That's how they're coming together, and it's like, hey, well, mom's against this, mom's against that, like whatever it is, they're trying to basically censor everything. And the thing is, if someone on Steam, like a kid, right, let's say you're talking about a kid that's trying to access adult only stuff, right? If you as a parent do not put up any of these blockades for your kids, you're a bad parent. If your kids somehow get past the blockades and use your credit card and buy a game that's not suitable for them, it is the parents' fault. It is not my fault. It is not the company's fault. It is not the bank's fault. It is the parents' fault. So why is Collective Shout punishing everyone? Is because it's not about it's not about punishing. It's about sending a fucking message that if you don't adhere to what we agree with, if you don't adhere to what we believe in, we will find a way to debank you and potentially deplatform you. And these people are gaining power, and we can't let that shit happen.